Hello and welcome to Nkuma's Online Academy. Today we want to look at apparent cubic expansivity. We've talked about this topic briefly in the previous lessons, but we want to look at it in detail in this lesson. So we are going to learn the meaning of apparent cubic expansivity, the formula for apparent cubic expansivity, experimental determination of apparent cubic expansivity, and we also look at some solved examples. Apparent cubic expansivity is the cubic expansivity of a liquid when we take into consideration the expansion of the container itself. Of course, we know that we cannot get the volume of a liquid directly because liquids do not have their own specific volume. You put a liquid in a container in order to get its volume. So, if it happens that the container also expands, which is always the case, because most things when you heat them, they will also expand. So when you put the liquid in a container, the liquid will be expanding and the container itself will be expanding. And this presents problem in reading the actual volume or the actual expansivity of the volume of the liquid. You can't get the actual expansivity of the liquid when you put it in a container that is also expanding, because it is not only the liquid that is expanding, it is both the liquid and the container that are expanding in this case. So when we take into consideration that the container itself is expanding, then we'll be able to get what we call the apparent cubic expansivity of the liquid. So in formal definition, we define apparent cubic expansivity as the increase in volume per unit volume of for each degree rise in temperature when the liquid is heated in an expansible vessel. The increase in volume per unit volume for each degree rise in temperature when a liquid is heated in an expansible vessel. This is just the same thing I've explained, that we take into consideration the expansion of the vessel, and that gives us the apparent cubic expansivity of the liquid. It is represented with alpha V or V alpha. This is alpha, V alpha, that is the symbol for linear expansivity. We have alpha, or you write A, VA, where V is representing volume expansivity and A is representing apparent. Now the concept of apparent cubic expansivity, which is what I've just explained, apparent cubic expansivity, is that the liquid itself is expanding and the container is also expanding, which makes it difficult for us to know the actual volume of the liquid. So in order to correct for this, we always have three things we consider when we are talking about the expansion of liquid. Number one is the actual or the real expansivity of the liquid, the real volume expansivity of the liquid. Then we also consider the expansivity of the vessel, and then the apparent or the observed, the one we are observing, that we think that that is the expansion, but it is not, because we've not taken into consideration the expansion of the vessel. That is the one we call the apparent. You put your liquid inside a container and you heat it, then it rises from volume 1 to volume 2, and you think that this is the volume or the expansion of the liquid, but it is not, because you've not taken into consideration that the vessel itself is expanding. So that one you are seeing is just the observed cubic expansivity of the liquid. When you take into consideration of the expansion of the vessel itself, then you'll be able to get the real cubic expansivity of the vessel, of the liquid. So the real or the actual cubic expansivity of the liquid is equal to the apparent, or the one we are observing, plus the expansion of the vessel itself. The apparent expansivity of the liquid plus the cubic expansivity of the vessel. When we combine two of them, it will now give us the real expansion that the liquid has undergone. The formula for apparent cubic expansivity is the amount of liquid that is lost when we start heating the liquid in an expansible container over the change in temperature times the amount remaining. Of course, if we want the liquid to expand, we have to heat it. And when you start heating it, the liquid will either overflow or evaporate or get lost in some other ways, or increase in volume within the container. So this represents the amount of the liquid that is lost. When we divide it by the temperature change and the amount of the liquid that is remaining, we get the apparent cubic expansivity of the liquid. Now, I've said that apparent cubic expansivity is equal to the real cubic expansivity is equal to the apparent cubic expansivity plus, not times, plus cubic expansivity of the vessel. The real cubic expansivity of the vessel is equal to apparent cubic expansivity plus apparent cubic expansivity plus the cubic expansivity of the container or the vessel that you are heating the liquid in. Now let's look at an experiment to determine the apparent expansivity of a liquid. If you want to get the apparent expansivity of a liquid, we use the same density bottle we have been using when measuring relative density and the density of liquid. We get density bottle, weigh it empty, and record the mass of the empty density bottle. Then we put the liquid we want to get its apparent cubic expansivity inside the density bottle and weigh it again. Maybe when it is empty, we record it as M1. Then when we fill it with the liquid, we record it as M2. Then we put it in a jar of water and start heating it. Then after heating it for some time, we'll find out that the liquid will possibly evaporate or get lost in some ways. Then when we bring it down, we weigh the container again, that is the density bottle with the liquid. We weigh it again to see the reduction in mass or the reduction in weight of the container. That will give us the amount that has escaped or the amount that has lost. We divide the amount that has lost by the amount that is still remaining inside the bottle, then times it by the change in temperature, and that will give us the apparent cubic expansivity of the liquid. So we are going to have that if we take the mass of the liquid boiled off as M2 minus M1, that is M2 is when it is filled with the liquid, and M3 is after boiling it, you measure the mass again and you get M3. So M3 is after boiling it. So when you remove the mass when it is filled plus the mass after boiling it, you get the mass of the liquid that escaped or that lost, then the mass of the liquid that is remaining is M3, which is the mass after heating minus the mass of the bottle. That will give you the mass that is remaining inside the bottle. And then you take your temperature change T1 and T2, you divide, and then you get your apparent cubic expansivity. Now let's look at some examples. In this example, we are told that the mass of an empty density bottle is 30 grams. When filled with a liquid, the mass of the bottle and the liquid is 40 grams. On heating the filled bottle through 40 degrees, the mass reduces to 38 grams. Calculate the apparent cubic expansivity of the liquid. How do we do this? We know that apparent cubic expansivity is equal to the volume lost all over the volume remaining times by the temperature change. Now, what is the volume lost here? The volume lost here is equal to the volume when filled minus the volume after heating. Now, when filled, it is 40 grams, 40. Now, minus the volume after heating, it is 38. Then, the volume remaining is the volume after heating minus, or the mass after heating minus the mass of the container. The mass loss is equal to mass when filled minus the mass after heating. Then the mass remaining is the mass after heating minus the mass of the bottle. The mass after heating is 38 minus mass of the bottle is 30. Then times by temperature change. Temperature change is 40 degrees. They heat it through 40 degrees. So the temperature change is given to us directly. We are not subtracting anything. So it is 40 degrees. Now this gives us 40 minus 38 is 2. And 38 minus 30 is 8. 8 times temperature change is 40. Now this gives us that VA, or the apparent cubic expansivity, is equal to 2 over 8 times 40 is 320, and that gives us, which is equal to 0.00625. So this is the answer. The apparent cubic expansivity of the vessel is 0.0025. Now let's look at another example. In this example, we have that a density glass bottle contains 44.25 grams of a liquid at 0 degrees Celsius and 42.02 grams at 50 degrees Celsius. Calculate the Rey cubic expansivity of the liquid. Now here, they ask us to find the Rey cubic expansivity of the liquid instead of the apparent cubic expansivity. Now, you have been given that the Rey cubic expansivity is equal to apparent cubic expansivity plus the cubic expansivity of the containing vessel. Now, that means that we have to find the apparent cubic expansivity. Here we are given the linear expansivity of the container as 1.0 times by 10 raised to power minus 4. Now, we know that our apparent cubic expansivity here is equal to the amount lost over the amount remaining times by temperature change. The amount lost is equal to the amount a density bottle contains this, and after heating, it becomes 42 0.02. So we have 44.25 minus 42.02. This gives us the amount that is lost. Then the amount that is remaining is still this one, that is 42.02. Then times by temperature change is from 50 minus 0. Now that gives us apparent cubic expansivity now is equal to 42.25 minus 44.25 minus 42.02 is equal to 2.23 over 42.02 times by 50 minus 0. That gives us 42.02 minus times 50. That is 50 minus 0 is 50. And so we have that this is equal to 2.23 over 50 times 42.02 is equal to 2101. Now this gives us that the apparent cubic expansivity is equal to 0.00106. Now this is not our answer. We are looking for the real cubic expansivity of the vessel, of the liquid. Now since we know the linear expansivity of the vessel, the formula is that real expansivity of the liquid is equal to apparent cubic expansivity of the liquid plus the cubic expansivity of the vessel. Real expansivity of the liquid is equal to apparent cubic expansivity of the liquid plus cubic expansivity of the vessel. Now we have the linear expansivity of the vessel instead of the cubic expansivity of the vessel. So we are going to convert the linear expansivity given to us to cubic expansivity in order to get the cubic expansivity of the vessel. Now that is 1.01 times by 10 raised to power minus 4 times 3, because cubic expansivity is equal to 3 times linear expansivity. So that gives us this. So our real expansivity now is equal to what we have for apparent cubic expansivity is 0.00106, then plus the cubic expansivity of the vessel, which is now 3 times 1.01 times by 10 raised to power minus 4. Now whatever we get here is the real cubic expansivity of the liquid. Okay, that will give us 0 points. That will give us that the real cubic expansivity is equal to the real cubic expansivity of the liquid now is equal to 0.001363. This is the answer. So this is how to calculate the real cubic expansivity and how to calculate the apparent cubic expansivity of liquid using the parameters given to you. I hope that this is very clear. Thank you.